Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. So, for OG crew members, every time now Diddy makes a dumb move, I go back to my youth and I remember an actual singer who I believe he's allegedly tied to, Aaron Hall, who used to be a part of a group called Guy. He used to say dum dum diddy for those who are old school like me. So, like I told y'all in a couple of videos before that was about Diddy, now every time I think of him, I just hear dum dum diddy, because he's a dumb diddy dumbass. All right. So what am I talking about here? Well, yes. Hey Tracy, hey Shayla. So this morning it pops up on my feed that Diddy is suing NBC. Okay. He is suing them. Why is he suing them? He is suing them for the documentary that I reviewed, Diddy Making of a Bad Boy. All right. And let's just take a step back on who the hell is NBC Universal. NBC Universal, one of the top corporations, US made corporations out there, okay? See, NBC Universal is owned by Comcast, okay? And Comcast owns NBC Universal, Telemundo, MSNBC, CNBC, and Universal Pictures. Also DreamWorks Animation, and so many others, okay? This is a billion-dollar corporation. All right. Let's just keep that in mind. And this is one man, a black man, who's already knee deep in shit. Okay. Let's just keep that in mind. He pretty much has so many allegations at this point. A lot of people think he's never getting out. And you decide, with at this point probably limited resources, because I don't know how much access he has to his money at this point and how much money he even has left. You decide, and maybe out of desperation, I don't know, you sue NBC Universal, which of course is Peacock, but that's under NBC Universal. Mind you, this corporation doesn't have one or two attorneys. They have a whole department, a whole legal department. And you think you about to win this case? When I remember watching that documentary, and every time someone made an allegation, they backed it up with what his attorney said. And I believe they even had some type of caption about none of this has been proven or factual. I think they even put that on there. These companies know how to cover their behinds. They know how to do it. And you think that you are about to actually win this case. So let me just read to you. I first saw it on TMZ, but I'm going to go to the New York Times, okay? So Sean Combs sues NBC over documentary that he says defamed him. The documentary, Diddy, Making of a Bad Boy, began streaming on NBC's Universal's Peacock platform last month. Okay. This was a lawsuit that was filed today. Lawyers of Sean Combs accused NBC and its streaming service Peacock of defaming their client in new documentary. Sean Combs, the music mogul, is facing federal racketeering, the SA charges, the ST charges, of course, sued NBC Universal and its streaming service Peacock on Wednesday, accusing them of airing a documentary that shamelessly advances conspiracy theories about him. The documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, is one of several about Mr. Combs' life and career that have been developed amid mounting allegations of, like I was about to say the word, SA and SV that led to criminal charges and more than 36 civil lawsuits. Now, mind you, if you heard what I just said, this is one of several documentaries. So what is he about to do? Sue all of them? Is he about to sue, what was it? IMAX? Who did the Discovery Channel? Discovery, IMAX, Cinemax? Who are you about? You about to sue everybody? I think Tubi got one of them. Everybody is creating a documentary right now of Diddy. So are you about to go on a suing spree like everybody's doing on you? Good luck, sir. Good luck. So pretty much he's saying that, hey, V baby, hey, Daisy, getting your workout in. I hear that, girl. So the newest defamation suit focuses in part on the segment of the Peacock documentary in which one interview subject asserts that Kim Porter, Mr. Combs' longtime girlfriend with whom the mogul had 3 children, had been unalived. The document includes an image of Ms. Porter autopsy report, which says she passed of pneumonia, and the notes of the local police did not suspect foul play. She passed in 2018 at 47 years old. But it also includes an interview with Albert Joseph Brown, better known as Albie Shore, and the suit characterizes as defamatory. Of course, I figured he was going to try to put Albie Shore in this. In the interview, Mr. Brown, who had a child with Miss Porter, describes seeing her and says it was 2-3 weeks prior to her being unalived, and then said, am I supposed to say allegedly? Representative for NBC Universal did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the lawsuit. Let me explain something to y'all. You know what's so interesting? Apparently that's the highlight of, I guess, this lawsuit, is that it's the issue of the Kim Porter situation. Now, he could try to put everything in there, but it seems like, and again, I don't know if this is just the news doing this, but it seems like the highlight they want to talk about is the Kim Porter situation. Never mind that Albie Shore says something to the effect of Kim Porter told him, don't do that mouth burning tough shit, or whatever the case may be, like things could really happen to you, and all the other accusations. It seems to me he's really focused on the Kim Porter situation. And I guess rightfully so, since he has 3 kids by her. But, sir, do you not think that a corporation like NBC Comcast has not covered their behinds on this? And do you think now, we can go down a conspiracy rabbit hole on people. Yes, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Hey, okay, I think I said hey to V baby. Hey Daisy. Hey Danielle. We can go down a rabbit hole. They have claimed that other people in the past who have tried to come at networks or big corporations, or even allegedly try to buy other corporations, because remember when the Bill Cosby scandal came out, what was the one conspiracy that everybody was saying? Do y'all remember? They were trying to say that he was trying to buy NBC. And then all of a sudden this came out. Mind you, in my personal opinion, remember, Diddy actually tried to sue that big company. Hey, Fabulous Me. What was the name of the actual company that he was suing, and everybody said it really kind of went downhill from there. Sorry if you guys, if you hear my cat, he will be ignored. It's raining out here and he ain't going outside. So what was the name of the company that he was trying to sue? Let's see. Yes, he was trying to sue the company that owns Diageo. Thank you, Diageo. To me, once Diageo had that issue happen, all of a sudden things went downhill. Now people keep saying no, it's really Cassie's situation, but who's to say that somebody didn't assist Cassie in making sure that she was able to take him down? Like, we still don't know who actually released that hotel tape either. So it's something about when people feel really bold enough, especially in my personal opinion, people who have been allegedly bought or sold their souls to these industries, that all of a sudden, I guess they start smelling themselves and thinking that they bigger and feel like that they can sue the actual companies that made them. Okay. And so you would think he would have learned from that. Because again, he has sued them, and it said Combs withdrew the lawsuit and settled with Diageo in January 2024. Now, understand, settling don't necessarily mean that he got any money. I don't know if that would necessarily mean that. Settling could be that I'm not trying to get embarrassed and we just gonna say we settled even though I didn't get a damn thing. Let me see what you guys are saying. He was busy buying the network. Right, exactly. That's what they said about Bill Cosby. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. Diageo, nah, it was from them liquor folks, in my opinion. Diddy desperate. Diddy stopped playing the game and wanted to go against the machine that made him. See, the thing is that when you hear all of these things that these so-called top people allegedly do to make sure that they stay on top, I think they really start to forget that these people allowed you to have access to places that you would never have access to. And I think they start getting too comfortable and thinking that nothing will ever happen to them. And like they say, if they use you as a tool, eventually they will break their tool once they're done. And so I don't really understand why he thinks he can do this all. And again, it may be semantics, it may be for publicity to show that he's trying to fight back in some kind of way. But if you ask me, I feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's in the news and we're probably not going to hear anything else about it because it's just for show. Sir, if you really think that you are about to get $100 million, hell, even $1 million from NBC, good luck. Comcast, good luck. So much so, does anybody know who Byron Allen is? Anybody know? Anybody know who Byron Allen is? Let me actually share my screen. Share screen, share screen, share screen. All right, Byron Allen. Byron Allen is actually a Black billionaire. He is one of the top dogs here in the US of A. Well, Byron Allen actually tried to sue Comcast, and this situation was actually pretty, like, apparently he had a solid case. I mean, so much stuff to back him. Mind you, I believe Byron Allen is a certified billionaire. Okay. He's a media mogul. If I'm not mistaken, he actually owned at one point, or maybe still does, the Weather Channel. Big time guy. Okay. Media mogul sued Comcast for racial discrimination in 2015. Allen alleged that Comcast refused to carry his minority-owned network, Entertainment Studios. The case went to the Supreme Court, okay, which ruled in favor of Comcast in 2020. Let's repeat that again. He sued Comcast in 2015. By the time it got to the Supreme Court 5 years later, it was still in favor of Comcast. And usually, again, I didn't go to law school, but by the time it gets to the Supreme Court, is because it has been denied so many times going up the ranks. The final step is the Supreme Court. The parties later settled the case. Again, do I know to what extent settle means? No. Now, with that being said, the case relates to, now it says, against guns can move forward. Okay, so apparently now he's actually discrimination lawsuit against McDonald's can move forward. He's suing people left and right, but he also got the monies to do it. I personally feel like, but again, I don't know. He probably got more money than Diddy. But yeah, he sued for $20 billion. And then the court pretty much ruled, Supreme Court ruled that Allen must prove that race was the sole reason. Now, we clearly know that racial discrimination is real. We're not going to pretend like it's not. But again, and apparently he had backed up information apparently for years. I remember hearing this case years ago. And yet and still the Supreme Court was in favor of Comcast. So I say all of that to say, it is damn near impossible to win these cases. Not saying it can never happen. Not saying it can never happen, but it's damn near impossible. And this is coming from Byron Allen, who is a clean cut. From my understanding, he's never been involved in any type of scandals, any type of situation like that. He is truly a man who worked his way up and became a billionaire. Okay. Let me show you guys who he is too, because I remember this case and I was like, Diddy's a damn fool. This is Byron Allen, you guys. This is Byron Allen, businessman and film producer. Okay, that is him. That is him. That is him. And yeah, and even with that, he still didn't win. And I can show you how much he's worth. They're saying his net worth is over 1 billion as of 2023. Okay, and yes, it says that his wealth is primarily from the entertainment studios and the Weather Channel and his investments. All right. So again, not saying it's impossible, but let's be very clear. This man already is in so much trouble. He's in so much trouble. Now, again, one can say all of these cases, we're not going to say all of these cases are accurate or true. It could be people who are just really trying to get a money grab. But we've seen too many documentaries. We've seen too many accusations. He has a long road ahead of him. And you trying to come after this corporation. Diddy, you stupid. Diddy dumb. There's nothing else to say. He's dumb. You're a fool. You're a fool. You already got your money held up in so much other stuff. You want to try to have another case? Now, apparently, he's suing one of the ladies. Remember the attorney that was on the Diddy documentary? She was a light-skinned Black woman attorney, and she was talking about her client who actually, they didn't show her face, and said that even her client apparently went to the police station, filed a report, and apparently they said they didn't see any foul play or any issues like that. I don't know if you guys saw the documentary, but if you guys remember that, apparently, allegedly, he also suing her. So it could be a desperate move, but at this point, I would say that he has much more to be concerned about than trying to go after this tycoon freaking company known as Comcast. Okay? Them people are gonna come back on him like the Haitian deity on his back. You are Ariel Mitchell. Yes, Ariel Mitchell. Apparently, he's suing her. Like this is like insane at this point. And I don't know if he feels like he's scaring an attorney of all things of like filing a lawsuit. Attorneys typically are not afraid of lawsuits. Yeah, and that's another thing. And hi, Mary, are you new here? Make sure you hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe. Here's another thing that I want to discuss. these attorneys of his are quite interesting, aren't they? And a lot of people feel like they don't understand why they are actually doing the things that they are doing. And it's really making me wonder, yeah, what the hell are y'all doing? And what are you doing right now? Because it's not adding up, and it just seems like his pockets are getting drained and drained and drained. And some of this stuff, in my opinion, is so unnecessary. Because guess what? Guess what, you guys? Regardless on if you're suing NBC, the documentary is out. Millions of people have already watched it. So suing them is going to do what? What is it going to do, sir? I would like to know, because I can almost guarantee you, if this is, I'm assuming there's going to be a jury, but even if it's not a jury and it's just the judge and everyone else, probably a lot of people have seen this. Suing them is not going to do anything at this point. If you really wanted to get ahead of this, you probably should have sued when you heard about this sucker before it came out. See if you could stop it before it came out. And my guess is, if you tried to do that and it still came out, you ain't gonna be able to get nothing. Because that means that they felt like they had the legal right to put it out. Sir, they have a whole department. I wouldn't be shocked if every single thing that they own has their own legal department. Comcast got their own legal department. NBC Universal probably got their own legal department. Telemundo got their own legal department. You coming up against probably hundreds of attorneys. Your attorneys ain't gonna be able to handle that. At least in my opinion, they're not gonna be able to handle it. In my opinion, they're not gonna be able to handle it. I wonder if his attorneys have the best interest, or they're just getting paid. Makes you wonder, huh? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what's really going on here. Makes you wonder if they realize this is a case that is going to be damn near impossible to win. And they're just going through the motions. Maybe seeing if there's any type of deal maybe that can be made. I don't know. But I just find it to be very interesting. And again, they keep talking about the Kim part only. So if that's the case, we're probably going to see him actually do, what was the last one from Discovery? The downfall of Diddy? Because this one was the making of a bad boy that he's trying to sue regarding that. And then there's the downfall of Diddy. So yeah. Hi, Punchy. How are you? Let me see what you were saying. Good evening. Good evening. Diddy should have known better. He must have forgot what happened to Bill Cosby's son when Bill said he would buy NBC, and this was before the case of violating them women. Now, I always heard that people thought it was very weird what happened to his son. I'm not going to say, I'm wondering if I heard that they felt like that. I thought him trying to buy NBC was more recent after he retired and stuff. But Punchy, you're saying that he even tried to buy it back then because his son was unalived. Like, how long ago? Was that over 20 years ago? I feel like that was over 20 plus years ago. I feel like that was right after the Cosby Show, like in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, for me, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm all about people fighting for what's rightfully theirs. Like, I can understand people going after corporations when it comes to like copyright infringements and stuff like that, because, people playing with your art or your artistry or whatever. And if you have a good, solid case, you fight to the end for what you feel is yours. But this is simply, to me, like, sir, I feel like you know how this stuff is. Like, do you really feel like in that small little jail cell that you're in that you still have the power? First of all, you've never had the power as much as you think you have. You've never had the power to go against these type of corporations. Like, who is advising you? It's done. You want to think 10 steps ahead on this situation. you try to fight this and you maybe put it out there that you're fighting to stop these documentaries before they come out, not after they come out. Now millions of people have seen it. Don't nobody care about these lawsuits. At least I don't. Let me speak for myself. I don't care about you putting out these lawsuits. To me, those documentaries are powerful enough for me to say, I can't say everything happened, but it's something ain't right here. Just something ain't right. There are Diddy docs on almost all the networks. I know I've seen at least 5 in addition to one. That's what I'm saying. So he gonna sue everyone? He gonna sue everyone? Yeah, I remember he was out apparently that they said allegedly he was trying to fix a tire. Man, that was so long ago. I can't even remember the details of that, but I do remember people saying it was just so random and suspicious. But again, back then, I just don't like back then there was no social media. There weren't people kind of giving think pieces on everything. So I think people maybe thought it was suspicious and just kind of just chalked it up like this is an unfortunate situation. But yeah, it happened so long ago. But yeah, I just don't feel like it's ever smart to go after these networks. It's never a chess move. It's a dumb move, in my opinion. It's a dumb move. It is not a move that is going to vindicate him in any kind of way. People either think what they already think about you, sir. They either feel like you're guilty or feel like you're not guilty or are just so infatuated with celebrity that they're just going to be a fan of Diddy until the wheels fall off and don't care what he does. So at this point, Punchy Punchy is going in right now. She's like, yeah, he's rushing. He's rushing. And interesting enough, remember they kept saying that a lot of people was assuming was he going to be a Jeff Epstein or whatever the case may be while being in that prison. The problem is we can't talk to Diddy. So we don't even know if Diddy is telling them to give the green light to do this or they're just doing it on their own. That's the interesting thing. We don't even know if Diddy agrees to this or they're just doing everything for him. And we don't really know what type of access he has in there. I doubt he has a cell phone. Well, then again, I don't know. Because again, he's in jail, not prison. So I believe, and again, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you know. I believe jail privileges are different from prison privileges. I believe in prisons they have those like iPads and things like that they can use. I believe they have internet access in there too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much access he has. And like, does he know that this stuff is going down? Maybe he does talk to his attorneys about this. And maybe he did tell them, yeah, sue NBC, sue Comcast. Because essentially that's who you suing. You suing Comcast. Let me see. We saw once those documentaries came out about R. Kelly, he was done. Diddy scared. But the thing is, though, to do this now and sue them now, the documentary has been out at least a couple of weeks. It was a hot topic. Hell, we reviewed that one and the other one. It's a little too late to be trying to file a lawsuit today. It's been out. Everybody who saw it. I wonder if he has even understand that he has been kicked out of the club. Right. And I think he feels like he has some control still being in that club. I would say you're out big time. You're absolutely right, Fabulous Me. I would say you're out. Let me see. And hi, is it Manrico? Off topic, maybe. I find it odd that when the young lady accused Bill Cosby of being his father, none of the accusers came out to say he SA him. Perfect opportunity to hit up the Inquirer, etc. Well, here's the thing. From my understanding, I thought that too, but I have friends who I guess apparently have been monitoring those accusations for years. Apparently, now again, I don't know, but these women, I know they're serious about those type of topics. Apparently, they said there were women who had came out in the past, but Bill Cosby was so untouchable at that moment that I guess the powers that be kind of protected him, or people didn't want to believe them. But again, it does make you wonder though. It's almost like at a certain point when they feel like they don't need you anymore, then all of those accusations come back out, and that's when they just kind of take them and pretty much throw them under the jail type of situation. But apparently those accusations came out. Hey, Lounge, they'll rush him back to the hospital and they will put him on. Ooh, okay. Well, look, Punchy going deep. Punchy going deep. But you know what? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. My thing is this. I've never liked Diddy. I always felt a dark energy from him. However, I actually want him to be alive. I want him to go through this trial. I want all of that to go through the process. Like, I really do. Like, I feel like we need to see this case. I don't want that to happen. I don't. I want to see this case. I do. Hey, Lounge. Yes, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, Punchy going in. Punchy going in. But again, everybody's entitled to their opinions over here. Punchy is going in. But I haven't seen anyone who's been able to go after these corporations and they've been completely successful. Mind you, I remember when, like I said, Byron Allen, when he went after Comcast, no one really, I don't remember like news media really talking about it. He had to go to smaller independent, especially smaller independent Black channels to actually talk about his case. No one else wanted to talk about it because, again, if you're going against Comcast, not just Comcast, the companies under Comcast umbrella, but it's safe to say probably the other networks aren't going to deal with you either. You know what I mean? Like, you're really just kind of blackballing yourself. Now, I'm sure Byron Allen was definitely thinking 50 steps ahead when it came to his situation. I think he still owns the Weather Channel and everything else. I'm sure he's okay. But Diddy keep going the way he going? And all of these lawsuits and all of this money that he has to actually pay these attorneys, baby, good luck. Good luck. Me too, because he should face the charges. Right. I want to see him face them charges. I seen the demon he is. I'll call him a hellbound. Yeah. And people are always gonna sit up there and I have been called so many haters, so many, oh, you just a hater of the three, which the three would be Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce. They've never sat right with my spirit. They've never sat right with my spirit. And once you don't sit right with my spirit, it is hard for me to see another side. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So I find it interesting, which I would love those people who called me a hater years back. I would love to see what they say now, especially about this Diddy situation. Now, with the Jay-Z and the Beyonce, we're going to have to see. But especially about this Diddy situation, like, I would like to know what they have to say. It's always just, again, spiritual people, especially God-connected people. Sometimes we can miss certain things because we try to give the benefit of the doubt. We try to forgive. We try to have peace. But for the most part, when we feel a certain energy, that's that intuition. That's that spiritual side where you like whatever side that's not on the side I'm on. I'm on the light side. They on the dark side. I've always felt that energy with him. Mind you, Diddy is only at most 5'7", 5'8". He ain't a big guy at all. He ain't a big guy at all. Hey, Terry, white party, white hair, old crow. Okay. It's going to be traumatic, like I said, because he has the deity on his back. She's a protect. Okay, so you keep saying a Diddy. Maybe I'm lost in that, Danielle. I again, maybe I'm lost in what you're saying about that. Are you saying that someone has some type of root on him? Maybe is that what you're telling me? Like, break it down for me because I'm a little confused. Um, but okay, so but whoever you saying is a protector of women and children. Maybe the last successful one was Oprah when she was sued by the beef industry, showing my age. Oh, I remember that. I remember when she was sued by the beef industry because I guess she had made some type of comment about how she don't eat beef or something like that. But I don't think I think that one, a lot of people were still on Oprah's side because I feel like what she said was, I just don't eat beef. And they came after her. Let me see. I'm about to look that up, child. I'm about to look it up. Let me see. How Oprah got sued for. Somebody got on here saying how Oprah got sued for dissing a burger. I cannot. So pretty much, I guess she falsely sat up there and made comments about beef and the safety of it. Child, I don't know, but I remember that. But I think a lot of people are still on Oprah's side because they was like, "That's ridiculous." Like they just trying to go after her. Oh, he does. Does he? Oh my gosh, he does. Hold on, Danielle. Let me see. Let me see. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Danielle got me searching this. Okay. Wow. Okay. So apparently he has a tattoo of a Haitian goddess that protects women and children on his back in 2017. 2017. Wow. This is interesting. Well, okay. Well, maybe that shows that he does practice other things. This is why, it's also important when they say, when someone says, thank God, what God are they actually, thanking? So I am not putting that up, Terry. I am not putting that up. Yeah, I saw the name. I just don't know how to pronounce the name. I wonder if any of people who are Haitian who follow me can kind of give more insight on that. And why would he put that on his back? Well, Diddy doesn't have that altar set up in jail to worship her, so he's in big trouble. I don't even know how that stuff work, y'all. Child, that's going completely over my head. I don't think he knew what he was signing up for. Maybe not, or maybe he did, but at the end of the day, realized that he can't control those type of situations. So maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem, that he can't control those type of situations. But yeah, so you guys, we're gonna have to definitely see. I'm telling you right now, this is not looking good for him. And honey, once he sat up there and said that, or his attorneys, because again, we don't really know if he knows what's going on. His attorney said they were suing Comcast, NBC Universal. Yeah, no, sorry, sir. At this point, like I said, dumb diddy, you a dumb. It's no way in the world you're about to beat this situation, especially with so much on your back right now. This should be the least of your worries. But I'll tell you one thing, Comcast got more time for you than you have time for Comcast. NBC Universal and Peacock got more time for you than you have time for them. So if you want to put yourself in another situation, hoping that you're going to be able to maybe get money that you are already so desperately needing, I guess, because of all of the stuff that you have to pay out. If you think that's a way for you to get some money, So be it. But when you really think about it, what money is Diddy making right now? What money is he making right now? The music industry, I don't think he's making money off of that anymore, unless he still has certain people's royalties. The Ciroc, he's no longer an ambassador for Ciroc, I don't think. What else does he have? He was able to still get by his name, but now his name is tarnished. So how else is he making money? No way for Punchy, you going deep. We gonna have to have maybe like a straight up conversation about this. Maybe on the membership side, because this sounds like it's getting deep between the spiritual warfare. Girls, asterisk out that Danielle, asterisk out that D. Between the spiritual warfare, D withdrawals, and ego, he's not thinking clear or strategic. Yeah, but the problem is that again, I don't even know if his lawyers is telling him every single thing, or he's not aware and they're just making moves on their own, which would be interesting in itself. Let me tell you something. May 5th can't come fast enough, but from my understanding, he got another case that's coming up, something that's coming up where he has to go back into court next month in March. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. At the end of the day, it's coming. With that being said, I did not want to stay on here long, honey, because I was just like, there's nothing to really say besides the fact that he's stupid. He's stupid. Now, that's my opinion. Okay? It's my opinion. But there's no way you are smart going after this big company where people with no priors like Byron Allen has gone after them and still didn't win. His family is telling him what they know, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. He's stupid. He's dumb. I bet the lawyers want to get all the money they can before the money runs out. Right. Now, that's possible because I don't understand the moves they make. But then again, I'm not an attorney. But I'll tell you this much, based on what I've been seeing, attorneys that are on YouTube and other places who are following these cases, or that are actually following this, they don't understand that the moves that his attorneys are making either. So it will be very interesting what happens at the end of this and what type of money is left. I understand he has a lot in his mother's name and his kids' names, but I'm really wondering if they can't go after them if he runs out of money and he runs out of stuff. I feel like they're going to find a way to even go after things that are in his mom and his kids' names if need be. There's probably a way. I'm sorry. Like, I don't put anything past the feds, the law. Oh, yes, the lawyers has a lock on that money. Right. We watch enough Love at the Lockup to advise him. Girl. So on that note, you guys, let's continue the conversation. What do y'all think about this situation? I think he's dumb. And that's my final thought on the situation. I like, especially with the type of hellhole he's in right now, it's not a smart strategic move. It's not. And it's too late. It's too late now that millions of people have watched these documentaries. And what he gonna do with the Discovery one and the 50 Cent one that's apparently about to come out? What he gonna do? Sue 50 Cent? Now that will be interesting because we already know 50 Cent ass. He is relentless and he gonna take petty and ignorant to another level. So yeah, I would like to see if he's gonna sue all of them. Why just NBC Peacock? Why not sue the rest of them? The other one just came out, The Downfall of Diddy. Why not sue them too? Why not sue that big company? So we just gonna have to watch and see. So with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.